Now time to get into our morning conversation. And have you seen the papers today? Yeah? If you haven't, but just grab a copy of any of your dailies today. And you see the pictures and the images coming out from that first day of school. I'm wondering, how are schools going to pull this off? Seriously. There's no social distancing. I'm seeing kids all over each other. And I'm sitting there thinking their COVID-19 protocols are supposed to be maintained. Makes me wonder, were schools really ready to open? In fact, here on the Standard, it reads, the struggle to mask all, keep social distance, and maintain personal hygiene is real. Yeah, but a major step has been taken. Do you think schools were ready? Because I'm not seeing social distancing anywhere. All the images I'm looking at for back to school, you're just seeing kids all over each other. What say you? Do you think they were ready? Well, you can let me know on my Twitter handle at MikeMondo1 at Classic105 Kenya. That hashtag is, of course, Minor and Kingangi. Whether or not schools were really ready to open. Honestly, what I saw on TV yesterday shocked me. Did you see that place where the two teachers were tutoring the same class? Two Baringo teachers tutoring the same class. And anyway, Sawa. David Ugeto was saying children were playing with masks in their mouths. Really was so difficult, but our children, God will protect them. And even the images on the dailies today makes you realize that it's going to be very hard to maintain social distancing and COVID-19 protocols, other protocols in schools. So were they really ready? It's what I want to find out this morning, by the way. Vet Paul Murage tells me the back to school thing was just another thing to show us we have battled COVID-19, but that wasn't the case. It was just something to mask failure and poor management of COVID funds. I give no evidence on that. So Nyambura, you say what strikes and is disheartening is kids sharing classes where there's a governor, an MP, or even an MCA. Is a really sad state of affairs, but God will protect our children. That's true. Mungu atawa protect too. Were they really ready though to reopen and take back students? 0711 046 105. Talk to me.
And now, my friend.
Yes.
All the way from the beginning, we knew the government was not ready.
They were not ready.
They were not ready. That's a fact.
Yes.
But there's one thing, my friend. Even if we wait for the government to implement and to do things the best way,
yes,
you are going to wait for years and years and years. Government will always give excuses.
Okay.
So which is the best thing? Let the kids go back to school. We try to see how the situation is. We try to improve as they continue going to school.
Yes.
Because even if we allow these kids to be at home,
yes,
waiting for the government to do things better, my friend,
tutangoja sana.
Wait for years. Nani hakuna siku mtafungua shule.
But it is quite concerning though.
And by the way, it is good for the parents to understand that it is not just for the role of the government. As parents, we still have what it takes, at least to contribute to bring down this disease.
That's true.
So, chunga mtoto wako as the government plays its part. Period.
Sawa. Asante.
Have a good day.
Mike, how are you?
I'm very George, niambie baba.
Niko sawa baba yangu.
Yes.
Tunaendelea vizuri lakini tumetembea mashule mingi.
Yes.
Lakini let me say today I was going to congratulate some parts of the school.
Yes.
Nzuri sana.
Yes, I know there are schools that are actually doing a really fantastic job.
Yes.
But when I'm looking at all these images now, means the only social distance.
Yeah, yes, Mike, that's a challenge. But wamejaribu sana.
Okay.
Thank you, my brother.
Asante.
The laughter.
Looking to find out whether or not you think schools were ready to open. Yesterday, if you watched the news, did you see that classroom where two teachers were teaching on the same board to two different groups of students? I was sitting down and asking myself, guy, this is what's going down on the ground. Jesus is Lord. Hey. And you look at the images in the papers and everywhere, I'm seeing no social distancing. And I understand some schools are overwhelmed. They've got a high amount of students there. I get that. So were they ready to open? Is what I want to find out. 0711 046 105. Talk to me.
Good morning, Mike.
Talk to me, Baba.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You know Kenya is a scam.
What do you mean Kenya is a scam?
Kenya is a scam.
Yes.
Kenya is a failed state.
Who says?
You know, we cannot provide basic things. How do you explain in the 21st century kids learning under trees? Trees, Mike, trees.
I know. That was so shocking even for me.
Trees.
And there were some schools did not even have desks.
Hey, I tell you, Kenya is a scam. Do you know what Kagame did during that lockdown period?
Yes.
Kagame constructed 22,000 classrooms in Rwanda. 22,000 classrooms for the children to go back to school in peace, keep their social distance. We are not asking anything from the government. We don't need even, let them not even buy masks for our kids. We'll buy the mask and we'll buy the sanitizers. But classrooms, really? Really? I saw another school, two classes in one room. There was grade 4 and grade 8 in the same class.
Yes, I saw that on TV.
The teachers are wearing a blackboard. No, surely, Mike, now. I tell you, Kenya is a scam.
Where?
What is that? What is that? I'm so pissed off by the government. How do you tell kids to study under trees? Trees! 21st century, we are studying under trees.
Where?
And we are preaching some BBI nonsense. I think we have 14 billion for BBI. What kind of crap is that?
I feel you.
Some leadership will never be forgiven in history. Have a lovely day.
You too. On TV yesterday, what I'm seeing on the papers today made me wonder whether or not schools were ready to reopen. And I understand the directives were there. Yes, they have to reopen by this date. But honestly, like that other caller who called earlier, I totally agree with him. We're still learning under trees. In the 21st century, guy, kukinyasha, what happens to those students? Teachers, 2 teachers, 1 class. Wanafundisha side moja, grade flani, side ingine, grade ingine, wana talking over each other. That was quite sad, by the way. Were schools actually ready? Because I'm not even seeing social distancing. Talk to me.
Good morning, Mike.
Good morning to you. Talk to me.
You know I'm disappointed by this thing, eh?
Yeah.
How can you have 2 teachers in the same class teaching 2 sets of students?
I saw that.
I'm disappointed by our government. Simply because there's no way you can be telling us about politics, and if kids don't have classes. How on earth? We give priorities where it doesn't deserve. I think we need a different set of leadership in this country. That's it for now. I'm a disappointed parent in Kenya.
Looking at how the things were happening yesterday, very disappointing. At least there are the things that the government could have done, like providing the hand washing containers. And best still, they could have provided some permanent structures. Kitu kama watafute mbao, waweke mabati shades.
I know.
Kwa sababu, apart from Mount Kenya, I don't think the other places we have the privilege of having trees.
Yes.
At least the kids can learn having a roof over their head.
I'm wondering what happens when it rains.
It's very worrisome. The situation is very disheartening.
Sawa, my brother. Thank you for that. The fact that distribution of desks in public schools is going to happen today, because it's kind of like what we were talking about yesterday, where you had schools that had not enough desks. You saw the story of 2 classes being taught by 2 teachers on the same blackboard in the same room. I was like, what is going on? Something's got to give, eh? What about you? Do you think schools were ready to reopen, in your opinion? Yeah? Talk to me.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Then right now they're talking, I'm walking, I'm at I'm walking. Nikienda mahali, because I'm in shit, I don't know what to do. I need your advice, man. Kingangi ako hapo msalimia mzee.
Kingangi will be back next week.
Okay, sasa mai.
Yes.
Man, I was working in taxis, huh? Kazi kaput. This is January. My daughter, she's supposed to be in school. Na wengine wanaenda book hata sina vitabu hata nini. Nimeenda mahali ingine wana kutafuta kitu. Jamaa ananiambia, nifikirie nikuja on Monday. Then I don't know what to do. Sasa mtoto wangu anahitaji more school fees. I need like 5,000. Don't have books. I don't know what to do. Naweza fanyaje maana? Naweza nisaidiaje? Just to pay the school fees. Mimi sitaki kitu kingine. I can survive like a man. I don't know. Kama unatafutia kazi hata kama ni ya kufagia mahali. I can sweep, I can do anything. I don't know.
So all you're looking for is...
Yes, sir.
Is 5,000 bob to send your kid back to school?
Absolutely. Hiyo tu peke yake na nipate vitabu zake. I just want to see her in school.
Sawa. Let me see what can be done, eh?
Yes, sir.
Sawa. I have your details.
Ninaomba tafadhali kwa simu yako na Mwenyezi Mungu atakubariki and God will bless you so much. I just want to see my kid in school. That is what I need. Hata kama sijakula I can survive. Ndakaa tu maina please. Ndakaa tu. Hata kama sijakula ndakaa. Haina shida. I just want to see my kid at school. Please.
Okay.